Hey folks, what's up? Papa Joe here. It's Monday. Weekend didn't go as planned. Grandma got her a bad dose of food poisoning, is what the emergency room said. We went shopping Friday after I got home, and I'll put that window up. They're sorting through some drilling collars over here. Interesting watching them load it. On our way out, check out Walmart on that hot box thing they got there, trying to entice you to buy their dried out chicken. I grabbed me a chicken sandwich and she decided she wanted an egg roll. Less than an hour later, she wasn't doing good. And by Saturday morning, I was taking her to the emergency room. So needless to say, we did not do the cooking that we had planned on cooking. We planned on doing some cooking and some videos. I did do a video. Friday night, I screwed it up. Well, I went ahead and just deleted it. Then the other cooking we was planning on doing, I didn't do it either. So it is what it is. That being said, I've been tracking my comments and all that. Some of the comments crack me up, folks. Really do. The best one out of all of them was an old hand that said I cracked him up, had him busting a gut, calling the 90s the old days. And we had a couple of exchanges there, polite, and he'd been out here like 40 years. Well, if you got 40 years, you got a few on me, so more power to you. Congrats. Thanks for being out here. Other than that, I had another one telling me how us old-timers really ought to get out of it, or adapt over it, really. Now, the same day, I have somebody tag me in a picture or a video, and it's on my YouTube channel, or on my Facebook channel for Simple Living. Big truck run down the road, he's got the gas nozzle, the diesel nozzle in his tank. Big old long chunk of hose going down the road. Gotcha. Another one where somebody hit something and just ripped the whole top open. One long straight line, and yeah, it went all the way through. Gotcha. And yet, these are the people that want to tell me that you boys didn't get your strap back out of there. These are the boys that want to tell me how they've got trucking figured out, and if us modern day drivers don't, then we ought to get out of it. Either get out of it or learn to adapt. Gotcha. Well, I hate to tell you, but we ain't had a choice but to adapt. That's all there is to it. We can complain about it, plenty. That's truck driver's job, is to complain. And I refuse to give up my American right as an American truck driver to complain about stuff. Now, that being said, he was saying, that was on my video about, is it worth it anymore? And he's, oh yeah, it's worth it. Well, that depends upon what your value of worth is. You need to stop and think about it. If you're talking to drivers that's been out here for so long, why are we saying that it's not worth it? You ever think about that? Instead of assuming automatically that we are wrong, maybe you ought to try to figure out what has changed in a fashion that it ain't worth it no more. That could be a thought. You know, that reminds me of a stepdaughter. I don't claim her anymore, but she's still Grandma Rosa's daughter. Back when she was about 18, she'd borrowed Grandma's car, and she was following us home. I was in my pickup, and Grandma was with me. The road that we go down's got quite a few potholes. I dodged the potholes. We got home and she informed me that she was a lot better driver than I was. I'm like, really? Many miles as I got, as many miles I put on every week, you're a better driver. Yes, sir. How do you figure so? Well, you was just all over the road, and I kept mine dead center of the road in my lane. I said, uh-huh. And why do you think I was zigzagging all over the road? Well, I figured you wasn't paying attention. I said, well, maybe I was paying too much attention. I said, how about if that road was ate up with potholes and I didn't want to tear my truck up, and if you was hitting all them potholes, you're tearing up your mother's car. How about that? Maybe I did have a clue what I was doing. Just like another time, she had followed me in, and we live out in the country, and she's like, Daddy, why do you use your turn signal turning in the driveway? Wasn't nobody coming and I was behind you. Why do you use your turn signal? Maybe because you're supposed to. Whether there's another car coming or not, if you're making a maneuver, you're supposed to signal it. Maybe that could be it. Well, taking lessons from her naiveness, maybe you ought to question why the old drivers are saying it's not worth it anymore. Maybe it's not because you got your act together and you done figured out trucking. I had one that told me all that nonsense back when I first started YouTube. And he informed me how they had it all figured out. And it wasn't that hard to make money in trucking. And he was just buying his own truck, him and a buddy of his. And I said, well, that won't last. Oh man, now you've given me the challenge. Now I'm definitely gonna make it last. Well dude, if one old truck driver tells you ain't gonna make it, if that's the challenge that you need, you're trucking for the wrong reason. He lasted about 6 or 8 months. Then I started seeing posts and stuff. My subscribers let me know that he had done lost his truck. He's another YouTuber. One of these modern day truck driver YouTubers. Best thing I can say about him is he sure did have a lot of colorful language. And he does like to put on a bogus YouTube account and come haunt me every once in a while. Got you covered, brother. I'm learning YouTube too. Had another individual ask me, at least he was cool, he asked. He said, if you're not happy at it anymore, why are you doing it? Why don't you get out? Well, folks, after you've been doing this as long as me and a few others, this is what we do. This is all we're worth a damn to do anymore. I'm not going to be able to get out and do any physical labor. I'm not going to go to some factory and stand on my feet 8 hours a day. I couldn't handle that. Ain't no need lying about it. I'm out of shape. This truck's ruined me physically. And actually, it's ruined me on a lot of the mental stuff, meaning that I've had my own businesses, remodeling and whatnot. All the codes and all the new technology and all that stuff, that has passed me so far. I'm so far behind it. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Well, I wouldn't even stand a chance to start my own business up again. And I definitely can't go to someone and be their grunt for them. That ain't gonna work either. So, it is what it is. So yeah, we have to do what we have to do. It's just what we do. So the bottom line is, he's lifting these pipes up over my truck, and I hope like hell he ain't over that container. I hope that shit ain't fixed to come off there and come in my truck. If I die today, somebody tell Grandma to find out what happened. There we go. He cleared me. I didn't like that. Another truck driver just pulled up here and stopped. Parked right in the way. But anyhow, folks, this is what a bunch of us old hands do. And before you young drivers are young and inexperienced, it don't matter your physical age, you youngins that ought to stop and think a little bit about why we're saying what we're saying, and not assuming that we're just a bunch of dumbasses that's been doing this for 25 or 40 years and don't have a clue. There you go. With that, remember, good Lord loves you, so do I. Some of you I raise an eyebrow at. That's for damn sure. Y'all have a great day now. Bye.